In the name of Allah, the most beneficent and the most merciful. Mr. President, respectable teachers, worthy parents, and dear fellows, this is the first reason why I love Pakistan. Pakistan is my homeland, and I love my country so much. But habitually, I used to think that why I love Pakistan. Then I realized that there are millions of reasons behind my love with my country. Here I'm going to share my viewpoints about why I love Pakistan. Dear fellows, Pakistan, my homeland, is in fact the land of blessings. Its creation speaks its dignity. History teaches us that how much cherished the dream of Pakistan was and how seriously our forefathers fought for it. Believe me or not, the most significant reason of loving Pakistan is independence movement itself. Just imagine some 100 years back, the books of history are replete with nasty and gory tales of Hindu mindset and British atrocities. All this reminds me the brutalities of Indians at Kashmir, NATO forces at Afghanistan and Iraq, Israel aggression in Palestine, and I am afraid of the existence in such wars and conditions. I know very well, Mr. President, that the shackles of slavery snatch all creative facilities, and the beautiful world I haven't to breathe in turns into hell without freedom. By the grace of Allah, my country, my love, my homeland offers me to enjoy the open air of independence. Being a student, I have surfaced the papers of history to know about the grand sacrifices of my forefathers, and as a humble token, I express my gratitude to them by proudly announcing in public that Pakistan, I love you. Dear fellows, I know you might wonder that how can I feel proud of saying all this when I clearly know that today we stand at the worst place of history, where we are labeled as a nation of extremists, where David Cameron shamelessly terms Pakistan as a haven and exporter of terrorism, where even mosque and imam bargahs are not safe, where a cricket team, instead of playing for the name and honor of the country, indulges into match fixing and sport fixing, where courts themselves cry for injustice, and above all, even during the worst crisis of human history, in floods, our politicians indulge in blames and corrupt activities. How can one feel proud of being the part of all this? But, Mr. President, here I recall and quote America, who once said, "Ask not what America has given to you, just ask what you have done for America." And with this spirit, I seek opportunity to invite all my countrymen to love Pakistan and live for Pakistan. Pakistan has given us honor, respect, identity, and a name. Now it is time we must return Pakistan our firm belief in its foundations, our unconditional love for its security, and above all the supreme spirit of patriotism to uplift its image. Dear fellows, this gory, gloomy, and dark picture of my motherland never reduces my love for it. It further increases with new spirit and zeal. I feel great proud by my nation and love it, because despite of all this, it stands united. I love Pakistan Army for its worth contribution in country's defense, as well as during the disasters. The service rendered by armed forces during recent floods compels me to love them. Mr. President, I have millions of reasons to prove that why I love Pakistan, but the allotted time compels me to finish this speech. And the last and the most sacred reason I would like to share with you that I love Pakistan. Because I am a Muslim and my religion has taught me that the love for the motherland is the part and parcel of my faith. In end, I would pray all of you to love this country as a blessing of God. Stand united, guard its identity and geographical boundaries. Work day and night for its better and exalted image. Live like Ghazis and Shaheens of Iqbal. Die like martyrs, and whenever listen the best name Pakistan, always respond Zindabad. Now say with me, Pakistan Zindabad.